you're listening,
Oh, I got it.
you got to
See,
turn
I'm
it
a
on.
See, I'm a producer. I produce a radio show, so I know this stuff. It
There
just
you go.
comes naturally to me.
There
See?
you go.
Hello out there.
I was like, you got to turn it on.
Welcome back for another episode of Uncovered
Oh, yes.
with Jeff Burns.
Buzzing.
It's been doing that lately. It's a feed. It's fine.
Okay. It's fine.
Oh,
Everything's fine.
yeah. I just got to get through this. I'm tired. We've been on the road for, I don't know, we left at 11.
20
Well, where you
hours.
been?
Seminole, Oklahoma.
What'd you do up there?
I sang.
Blow, blow, Seminole wind.
That wasn't the song.
Blow like you're never gonna blow again.
No. I did no.
You call
there
it
you
to
go
me
again.
like a long lost friend. Hey, you know, I can turn that thing off. I usually do. My apologies to Tiffany beforehand.
There.
It went. The
There you
buzzing
go, that's
stopped
better.
when you turned it off.
Yeah, see?
Okay, good.
I know these things, see?
That-
Just kidding.
It beeped again.
I don't hear anything.
It's haunted.
The producer's headphones don't do all that.
It's haunted.
So what'd you do up in Oklahoma? You sang. Who'd you sing to?
Me.
Oh.
Pretty much.
Aw.
And what did you sing?
No,
Let's hear it. What'd you sing?
3 of my new songs.
Which were what?
I have You Can Always Come
Why are
Back
you looking
Home.
at me?
Whole Bag. Not that. I
Jeffrey.
mean, sorry. Child of the Light. I couldn't think of it real quick. That's all I could think of because y'all started that mess on
What did you say?
it.
Nothing.
I'll tell you after the show.
Something about bags?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'll stand up and say so. Political song.
Okay.
Well, not political.
Political song.
No, not political. It's just
We're not supposed to go there.
no.
That's not political.
No, it's not really political. It's just kind of a look. You can't take my rights away. I'm saying no.
That's
That's it.
kind of political.
Nowadays it is.
Yeah, everybody's offended,
Right.
but they kicked it off the radio because they said it was too controversial because it mentioned the Bible
Mm.
and the 10 Commandments.
Oh my goodness. I guess someone had a revelation.
I guess so. They got offended.
I guess so.
I just look at it. Hey, if you're a politician, you're a crook.
You're not far off the mark. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right. Well, let's move on. It's a little bright in here. We got any air conditioning? Is the air conditioner turned on? in here?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
cold.
See, I didn't have that experience.
Well, you got a little bit more weight than we do.
Hey, you're absolutely right. I do. About 30 pounds.
That no.
Insulated, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I weigh 225, man. You're down to what, 192, 191?
No, I'm 184 now.
See, I was being facetious.
No, well, yes, I'm.
You're
180.
telling me I could pick you up and hoist you against the wall.
Yep.
Man.
Sorry.
Well, you don't have to be sorry.
It's getting that time of year. Halloween's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to start talking about booking those haunted hotels, which the Baker. No, not
It's
this-
not open
not
yet.
yet. The 2024.
I want to get another hearse. Do
I
you have any
see 'em.
idea how much money I made renting out my car at Halloween?
No, I'm sure.
It was crazy.
I see them all the time.
No one wants to rent an ambulance
Mm-mm.
or an excursion. They all want the hearse.
Well, they know that somebody dead's been in there.
Right.
That's all it is.
You really have to earn that kind of job.
Hmm.
You had to know I was going to start telling jokes about it.
I knew it.
Of course I would.
I understood. It's coming. Don't egg him on. Oh. But I'm thinking about St. Francisville, Louisiana.
What's there?
St. Francisville, Louisiana.
I'm guessing the St. Francis Hotel.
No,
Okay, well, you're not giving me any help here. What
I'm
is
trying to remember the name of it.
it?
The Myrtles Plantation.
Yeah.
One of the most haunted plantations in the world.
My great
But
grandmother's name was
everything in
Myrtle.
Louisiana is haunted.
You know what? Every time
Mhm.
A friend of mine
Almost.
tells me that they're going to New Orleans. I always ask them, will you go to like a real voodoo shop and get me a pouch of chicken bones?
For what?
You never heard of that? Reading bones?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it on TV, but I've never.
Yeah, you throw a handful of bones on the table and you can read them, and it'll tell you what's going on in the supernatural world.
Well, look here. If you go to WinStar Casino and you buy a bag of dice and you throw 2 of them, they can tell you whether you won or lost.
Right, but you got to get a 7 or 11.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been listening
On
to
my
a Ray
first roll.
Wiley Hubbard song
No, I have
called
not.
Throwing Bones.
Mm-mm.
I know how much you like him.
Yeah. No, we went by WinStar and we didn't stop. We just looked at it as we
Unfortunately.
drove by.
Easiest way in the world to save money.
It was,
Drive right on by.
and we did.
Or you could have left your millions there.
Yeah.
You never know.
We went by the smallest casino I've ever seen in my
Oh
life in
my
Seminole.
God.
It was about as big as this room.
Wow.
It looked like a strip club and said casino.
You didn't go in there?
There was 2 cars there.
You didn't go in there?
You know.
I went to a casino recently. I don't remember which one it was, but it was way past WinStar. We went in there, and my girlfriend and I sat down at the bar, and we looked through the little menu of cocktails. Like, you know what? That old fashioned looks pretty good. It was $10, but I like an old fashioned, so I'll spend $10 on an old fashioned. And she brought
What's
me.
up, Brian?
Hey, Brian. She brought me a drink. It looked like a shot, and it was in a tiny little cup. I said, that looks nothing like the picture in the menu there. She goes, well, that's what we have. If you want it, drink it. If you don't.
Oh, wow.
You're going to be charged for it either way.
Drink it.
Oh, I drank it, but I didn't pay for it. I wound up.
See, that's what
Oh.
I don't understand about the casinos in Oklahoma. They charge you for drinks.
Yeah.
And if you
Well,
go,
no, not all of them do.
no, they don't.
No. If you're playing, this is how I got one over on a casino in Oklahoma.
Mhm.
If you're playing a game at the bar, right, they'll
Yeah.
serve you free drinks. If you're playing on the floor, they'll serve you free drinks too. But you're
Yeah.
going to spend probably
An
100
hour.
$140, $150 before you ever see a waitress.
Right.
So I got the bright idea to just go to the bar, and they got the the game that's in the
inside
surf. Yeah, and as long as you sit there and tap the button, they'll serve you drinks, whether you put any money in the thing or not. I swear, I must have had $200 worth of drinks just sitting there pressing that button. I didn't put a single dollar in it.
Oh,
I got my money back that I spent waiting on a waitress.
There you go.
It was great. Well, then
That's
it
funny.
wasn't that great because I still had to, drive home.
You're right.
Well, I've been to WinStar one time.
Yeah. And
That's all I got to say about that. Now, I went there one time. It was mainly just to go and look around. I'm not much of a slot player, video poker player.
there's nothing to look at because everything looks the same.
I know one thing. It was very smoky in there.
Yeah.
And if you're not a smoker, you'll
Luckily, you
die.
are.
Well, I smoke cigars, but still, I don't need. If I go in there, I don't need one.
Just put on a mask and a regulator. You'll be all right.
No.
Carry a tank around.
Do they have a non-smoking section?
They
There?
do.
Yeah, it's outside.
They
Oh.
do have a non-smoking section.
I don't know. I'm just saying. If I go in there, I'm just like, oh god, and then I start stinking like cigarettes. It's horrible. It smells like nasty, dirty feet.
I
When you
think
come
it's
out.
gotten better. It's not like that
Hmm.
now.
In order for that to get better, the quality of cigarettes would have to get better.
Well, no, I think they upgraded their ventilation system.
That'd be nice
hope
if they
so.
did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because honestly, you don't smell like cigarette smoke or anything now.
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate about going to a bar is when you leave, you smell like a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep an extra shirt in the truck.
It's all in your hair and in your nostrils. It's everywhere. It's not just your shirt.
Mhm.
That's why I like going to bars that are non-smoking. If I need a cigar, I'll go outside. But okay, enough about that. I'm just saying I've been to WinStar one time and
You didn't win. You didn't lose. You didn't spend any money. What?
I actually lost $50.
I've
Well,
won more money at WinStar than I've lost.
I've won more money at Choctaw than I've ever won at WinStar, and that was playing the tables, poker and blackjack.
Mhm.
I've never.
Yeah, I played blackjack.
I have never ever fared well on a slot machine. Not once.
Nobody ever has.
But I've always done well at the blackjack table. I've never lost. I don't know if that's because I continue sitting there until I win something, or if I'm actually really good at blackjack.
Right.
I doubt it's the latter. It's probably much more so the former.
I won $600 on one machine and $400 on the other one the same night.
Not the same night y'all were there.
Yes, the same night. No,
No,
Same night he only ever went once.
no.
no, I don't. It was a long time ago I went. But they do have a shuttle here in Fort Worth that you can go park in this parking lot. And you pay $20, get on the shuttle. It takes you in the morning, drops you off. Then in the evening time, whenever, and it runs all day long.
So you can come back early if you want to.
Yeah, you can come back earlier. You can come back late whenever you want to come back.
And you'll never get a DWI that way.
That's right.
And if you go enough, you can get your rooms comped.
Mm-hmm.
They would. I called them. They wouldn't comp me a room. I was so angry.
Someone go, what?
Brian wants someone to go buy him a new laser engraver. Why don't you sell that scuba tank compressor and you can get yourself one?
No, he can't. Not even close.
No?
Uh-uh.
Well, it'd be a good start.
Laser engraver is expensive.
I don't know what to go for.
I don't either, but I know they're high. Don't want no part of it.
You know why he hasn't bought one yet?
Because apparently his just went out.
He's waiting on an engraved invitation.
Oh, I have some invitations at home.
You do.
When Cobby would get upset that we didn't ever invite him to nothing,
Mhm.
we got the bright idea. Why don't we go to Walmart and we'll buy those little birthday invitations? Every time we're going to go do something, we'll fill out that little invitation and hand it to him.
And we did.
Yeah, he didn't. He thought it was funny the first time. After that, it got old quick.
He and I aren't on speaking terms right now.
Said the cheap one's about 60,000. I told you.
Well, yeah, hang on to your compressor. It's not going to help.
Not at all. Oh,
Dang.
You remember back around June 15th or so, I told you I wanted to find something you and I could do for Don for a Father's Day gift because he's kind of like he's
father figure.
an incredibly senior individual in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
He's up there, you know.
Yeah.
I told him I'd clean the hull of his boat for free as a Father's Day gift. I hadn't got my Remora brush back yet, and I've been waiting until I just got it back. Took it to Oklahoma and used it. Did flawlessly. Well, he called me out for having not done his bottom job yet, and I felt like the way he called me out was done in a rather rude manner, so I said as much, and now he's going to call Rick, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had suggested that you get rid of the compressor as a down payment on the engraver, but I didn't know that the engraver
Was 60,000
cost as much as a nice 3-room travel trailer.
I was playing sad music because it was kind of making me feel bad.
It sounded like the intro to The Exorcist. Robbie, would you take that away from him?
Right.
It's about how I feel about jokes
Why?
because they're dumb.
Not all of them are dumb.
No, but they keep going and go.
I haven't made a joke in 8
He
minutes.
got me. You were there
How did I get you? What did I say?
at the lake at the boat.
Oh, yes.
You finally got me.
What do you mean finally?
Finally got me good to where I
Right.
almost jumped out of the boat.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't recall that.
I do.
What did I do?
We just got there and we're putting everything away because when we get there, we have to have everything clean. We have to put everything away, get it ready before we can relax, do anything.
OCD much?
Oh yeah, pretty much. And I was getting stuff. We just went grocery shopping. I was getting ready to put it in the fridge.
Do I not leave the boat clean for you?
You
Yeah.
do. But I'm talking about
No,
our
just
food.
our
We have to put it
stuff.
up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You got to have everything organized.
Yes,
Yes,
everything
okay.
ready for the
Organized.
weekend.
Mise en place, as the French say, everything in its place.
Yes.
Yes.
The ice chest full of ice. If we have beer or anything, it's got to be chilling. All the groceries need to be put up. Everything, bed has to be made. Everything good.
Ready to go.
Yes. Before we can do anything. Well, I got all the dry goods in the regular set up on the where we put the regular food, and then I put the refrigerated stuff on that shelf above the refrigerator. And I opened the refrigerator, and little did I know he had tied a snake, a fake snake in there. So when I opened the refrigerator door, it lunged out at me, and I lunged out the window on the other side.
That's great.
And you came walking in 30 seconds
I
later.
mean, right after.
I wish to God I could have gotten that on video.
Oh, me too.
That'd have been hysterical.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Jeff. Let's hear about your
What?
Brian told me to go buy some hooks that fit the fish mouth out at Eagle Mountain Lake instead of his 900-pound saltwater squid hooks. You didn't have any luck with your chicken breast Kool-Aid or your bread?
Eric did.
Who's Eric?
My cousin. I had more luck trying to figure out how to
Did
get
you get
this
them
off my-
clean?
I got them clean.
With what?
I scrubbed the hell
Time.
out of them. Yes.
Time.
And
So what did Eric catch?
brake cleaner. Lots of scrubbing. I scrubbed my fingerprints off. I guess now it'd be time to go rob somebody.
Right.
But he caught a couple of big old catfish.
On that chicken breast Kool-Aid?
Mm-hmm.
Works like a champ, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I spent almost $100 on squid and octopus, and didn't catch nothing. I got one bite the whole weekend, and I thought, yeah, that's the stuff you got to take to the beach,
Mm-hmm.
not to the lake.
No.
Super stupid here. Thought we gonna catch some big old fish. The only thing I caught was a buzz. Almost fell in the lake because of it.
There's that.
Did you try the bread?
Bread?
Yeah.
If I can't eat it, fish couldn't eat it.
You
Hell
can't
with
eat.
'em.
You can't eat bread.
Well, I mhm.
If you can't eat it, fish can't.
No, I was on a little diet where I wasn't eating bread
Leave
or
the mouse alone.
tortillas,
Oh, okay.
and so
Well-
I leave the mouse alone.
I'll have to.
Yeah. I do
But-
what I want.
I do.
I was going to try it for 30 days, and yeah,
Bread works exceptionally well for catfish. All you got to do is ball it up on
Ball
the
it
hook,
up.
and that's it. You don't ever have to get your hands dirty. You're not ever going to have to mess with the Kool-Aid. But that being said, if you dip your ball of bread on your hook in cherry flavored Kool-Aid, you won't believe the results.
I don't get that. Something new
You ever
that I heard.
dipped your finger in Kool-Aid and licked it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know how sour it is?
Mm-hmm.
A catfish is covered with taste buds on the outside of their body. Do you know that?
No.
They can smell that stuff a mile away
Hmm.
and they go for it because of that sour tartness.
Maybe I should have soaked my squid and octopus in Kool-Aid.
Anything you soak in Kool-Aid will help.
Hmm.
Catfish are one big swimming tongue.
I'll be doggone. Well, just shows I'm not a freshwater fisherman.
Well, I'd be happy to.
Freshwater fish are too small and they suck.
I
'cause
would
they
be.
don't bite.
I would be happy to take you out on the chum stain and show you the finer points of freshwater fishing.
Is it fixed?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I got it fixed yesterday.
Did you?
Yep.
I just seen you get towed in. I didn't. know
Oh
that.
man, the trim motor went out.
Hmm.
Well, okay.
You don't have a back button for it?
I have a back button for it, but it didn't work either.
Oh.
The motor had severe corrosion on it.
Oh.
But my good friend Jason McCann, who is the son of Bad Man Bill McCann and who owns Triton Marine Audio, came out and took care of it for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're just trying to get through this before I go to sleep.
Well, you ain't got but 6 minutes left. You can go outside and take a nap.
No, then you could only got a minute and a half before we come back in.
Well, you remember what they taught you in Navy? Some rest is better than no rest.
That's right.
Doesn't even matter if you go to sleep. Just close your eyes, sit back. Better than nothing.
chill for a minute. And that's
Yeah.
it.
You'll be raring to go. As a matter of fact, I left my Red Bull at the place I was before I came here.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go get it before I leave.
Where'd you go?
Cooters.
Oh, yeah.
I got some friends that hang out there every Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Little dive bar out there in Burleson.
Yep, my kind of place.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember going to the 50-50 club years ago.
The one on Jacksboro Highway.
Yes, years ago. and
Still there.
and it's still the same.
Yep.
Nothing's changed in 30 years.
The gentleman who owns its name is Scott,
Mm-hmm.
but he won't serve scotch.
Yeah, I don't. Just,
He's Scottish too.
there's only a few people that even like that.
Scotch.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Why?
It's nasty. It's an acquired taste that I have not acquired yet.
Well, it's because we haven't hung out enough.
Well, I can't drink any dark liquor at all.
Scotch and water taste
Whiskey.
just like water.
Mm-mm. Well, if it tastes just like water, why drink it?
Because it gets you screwed up like scotch.
Well, I don't drink to get screwed up. It just happens to happen when I do drink.
I have seen the Facebook comments after your boat weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to wonder about the veracity of that statement.
Well, I don't drink a lot. It's just when I drink a lot.
You don't drink a lot except when you drink.
Yeah, but,
Right.
well, when I do, I drink a lot. Yeah. I just feel like if we have beer, it's too much. We got to drink it. Or if I have rum, and you seen my bucket I carry, I got to drink it.
Your bucket? Are you talking about the refillable bottle that stays under the table?
No, the one that's on the counter now, next to the sink.
I guess I haven't seen your bucket.
Yep.
Is
Still have
bucket
some in it.
is bucket used as a colloquial term,
I don't know what that means.
an informal term?
Yes,
Okay, I guess I haven't
my
seen it.
rum bucket,
Your rum bucket.
my rum bottle.
It's a Hawaiian punch bottle.
That's a reusable bottle that's been under the dining table.
Yes, I need that. Don't
No,
throw it
there's
away.
one. There's one under the dining.
I've been
room.
using it.
Oh,
There's
have
one
you?
under the dining table too.
I thought it was a pee bottle.
No,
You can have it.
did you really?
Yeah.
It is now.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't pee in your
Oh.
bottle.
So yeah, it is now. A
What's the matter? Your last beverage tastes a little tangy.
little salty.
Ooh.
It's okay. I can actually drink rum. It's fine. It doesn't get me as tore up as if I mix it. Now sometimes I remember one of the last times I was like, looked at her and I said, I didn't mean to. She said, what? And I said, get drunk.
Have you ever mixed different types of rum together in one concoction?
Mm-mm. I stick with one, but I buy the same rum when
What kind of rum?
I can't remember I know the label.
Admiral Nelson.
Admiral Nelson. There it is.
Coconut rum.
Coconut rum.
Blech.
Hey, it's $7 a gallon.
Hey, I saw you drink a drink. That's what it had in it.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a moment. That evening when I got towed in
Uh-huh.
with a trim motor that wouldn't work.
Mm-hmm. And you were very pissed off.
Yeah. And you were like, would you like for me to make you a drink? I said, Robbie, I would adore a drink. Thank you. And then you turned around to walk away, but you got sidetracked talking with Chase, our neighbor across the way.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Robbie, Robbie. You wouldn't look at me. I was like,
I
I was going to say, please make it a strong drink.
it was already pre-mixed.
Pre-mixed.
in the. So I just.
It
got you some
worked.
light, did it?
It had me in a great mood before I got
There
home.
you go.
It's a captain's drink.
Mm.
That's right. No. The captain's drink was Morgan. We were
Mhm.
drinking Morgan in Florida.
Yeah, but it was coconut rum too.
Not in Florida.
Because that's all I can drink. I can't drink any.
It was spiced rum in Florida. Sure
I've
was.
mixed yours with it, but with mine, I can't.
I never saw a bottle of coconut rum in the dive house in Florida.
In the freezer.
Never saw it.
Ask Jason. I kept it in there just for me because I can't drink anything dark at all.
We were doing shots of Captain Morgan on the back porch together.
We were.
We were.
I must have been really hammered if
You
I'm
were
doing
pretty
shots.
ripped. We were all ripped.
Oh.
If I was doing shots, I had to be, or you must have. I don't know.
David wouldn't drink with us, but me and you and Jason.
Jason, don't. Do
I don't
shots.
think. Yeah, Jason wasn't drinking shots, but me and you were going at it, drink for drink.
Yeah, well,
That was after I arm wrestled you.
I don't remember that either. That's a couple of years ago, though.
Yep. We slept since then.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was before my issue that I had, because I didn't really.
Might have led up to it. We don't know.
Right.
Probably did. It's just something I don't do shots.
Right. Not
I'll
anymore.
sip.
Not since Florida.
Yeah, I must have been really hammered.
All right.
We'll be right back. And of course, we weren't on no topic that we thought about, but we'll be right back.
I remember drinking shots more than you. I want to smoke a cigarette in the worst way, but I know I don't have time.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at jococommunityradio.com.
Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store. Check out our lineup and more on jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep, Nona Reed, at 844-839-4245. That's Nona Reed at 844-839-4245.
Good
Well, there.
job.
You did it.
Thank you. Nona Reed, not Nana.
Right.
Nona.
You got it.
Yes.
Got it this time.
Mhm. Excuse me. Swallowed wrong.
That's all right. It'll happen.
Mhm.
I've heard that before,
Okay, back to what we were discussing before.
which was
Not the drinking. I could care less.
ghost hunting,
No, just hotels.
diving.
Just hotels that were supposedly haunted and the places to go and not to go. But now it's gotten so crazy because all these people watch these ghost shows on TV that the hotels that used to be $50 a night or now
$150.
Yeah, 150,
Shoot.
300 bucks a night per person
It's crazy.
just to stay in a hotel that something may happen. Like, or a house. What's that place in Mineral Wells? The
The
Haunted
house
Hill,
on Haunted Hill.
Hill House.
Haunted Hill House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
450 bucks a night.
I was staying at that hotel, at that house, the night before I got the call to go to Florida with you. I was in bed at 7:30 in the morning in a haunted room when you called me and said, "Hey, can you be here in the morning?" I'm like, yes, I can.
And you were. But
Nothing happened.
no.
Nothing happened. They have all kind of different ghost hunting equipment. They got the spirit boxes and they got the infrared cameras and all this other stuff. Nothing happened.
Mm-mm. That's about the way it usually goes. When
Somebody-
you're expecting it, nothing happens.
Somebody had left a bunch of Coors Light in the downstairs fridge. So my uncle, the guy who I had gone there with, passed out at like 9 o'clock at night. Bunch of free beer. Shit, he went to bed.
Right.
I stayed up all night trying to catch something, and nothing
Nothing?
happened. Yeah.
Dang.
You ever heard of a Dybbuk box?
A what?
Dybbuk box.
Spell it.
Debuk, I believe.
No, I've never heard of a Dubuque box.
Dybbuk. If I can remember. It's a box that used by witches back in the day to catch ghosts, and they're still in there.
Which box?
It's similar to witch box. I'm see if I can.
No, which box are you referring to?
It's DYBBUK.
Okay. Okay. Still never heard of it.
Okay.
What do they do?
Okay.
Uh,
There's a bunch of them for sale, but this is a Dybbuk
our,
box.
our viewers can't see that.
Well, look up Dybbuk box. DYBBUK. Dybbuk box. Look it
Okay.
up, and it explains what it is. It's a box, and it houses a spirit or a demon, and it's sealed with ropes, chains, and wax, so that you can see that it hadn't been broke.
Not sure I want one.
Nope.
Thank goodness.
If they can pass through walls, I think they could probably pass through a box.
Well,
How do they get them in there?
I don't know. We coax them in there. Hey, get in the box.
Hey, come here. Got something to show you.
And if you get it on eBay, I can guarantee you that it's probably not gonna house anything. This one is from Lake Worth.
Man, we need to be selling stuff.
I've got a whole bunch of different ghost equipment that we need to probably sell. It's probably just sitting there rotten. But I've probably got $10,000 in crap.
No, I'm saying we could put some ropes and some chains on a box and
Well, you can't say this on,
tell
on the
everybody
air.
there's something in it you can't see.
Now, here's a Dybbuk box believed to contain the demon Baal, sealed by a witch using wax. It's so crazy. Now, there's three things as a ghost hunter. I'm just going to say it right quick. There's
Okay.
three things I don't mess with.
Demons,
Demons.
devils,
Well, it's the same thing.
and redheads.
No. Shut up, you're stupid.
I don't mess with them anymore.
No. Demons, I don't fool with them. I don't know enough about them. So it's all I know is in the Bible it says they're evil. I don't need to fool with that. Call a priest. I'm not the guy. Indian burial grounds. I have Indian in me, but I don't know how much. It's something, and I wear a cowboy hat, something I don't need to fool with. So Indians are out. I don't fool with them. Great people, though. I met a bunch of them this weekend, and they're really sweet people. Seminoles.
Didn't you just go spend a bunch of time with them?
Yeah.
They didn't take you to their burial ground, did they?
No. But I don't fool with that.
Okay.
Graveyards. I don't go in a graveyard.
You won't do a ghost hunt in the graveyard?
No. It's a place of rest. It's not a place for that. Now, I will stand outside. If I'm going to hunt, I'll stand outside one and see if there's any. But going in, there's too much. No, it's too peaceful. It's rest. It's not you don't need to hunt in a graveyard.
Are you saying that going in there would be a grave mistake?
Probably. I don't know, but it's just for me. It's just a place of rest.
Right. It's not a place to get grounded.
No, it's not that. In crematorium, whatever they call him. Now, if you go to YouTube, there's a lot of cool videos where this guy, and I don't remember his name, but he walks around this crematorium in Florida at night, and he gets all kinds of stuff. But again,
It seems like a crematorium would be your place to hang out, Mr. Burns.
I can't even respond to that. My mother was cremated, which we did find her not long ago. I didn't know where she was. But on the ghost hunting thing, that's
Does-
something for not for radio.
Right. Does making jokes about a crematorium make me an asshole?
Yes,
Okay.
you asshole.
I'll try to steer clear of the rest of them.
Okay. Crematorium's probably okay,
But
but
graveyard's
it's
not.
it's still in a graveyard. I'm not talking hunting. I mean, if you
What do
want
you
to
think
sit,
about?
if you want to sit and film, well, not film today. It's video.
What do you think about an insane? Let's talk about that a minute. Do you think there is a higher propensity to catch evidence on a 35 millimeter camera as opposed to a digital camera? Do you think that actual film can bring you better evidence than a digital medium?
No,
Why?
because
Just because you can see it real time in the digital medium, but you have to wait and get 35 millimeter film developed?
no, it's been proven over and over again. The quality of the digital versus the 35 millimeter. It's like a video recorder.
Well, and
or
also-
not a digital recorder. You can hear the voice like an analog
Mhm.
with reel to reel. You
Mhm.
can hear some stuff like Ed and Lorraine Warren. They could back in the day. They get
Stuff that comes out through the white noise?
right. With the digital recorder, you hear it. It's kind of like 35 millimeter. You can still get it. It takes a minute to get the response, but if you have the spirit box like I have,
Mhm.
and it spins through all the channels scanning, then you get real-time responses to your questions.
I have one. I'm going to try and find it.
Is it on your phone?
Uh-huh.
I've got one of those. Now, the best tool that you can get if you're a ghost hunter or if something you're interested in, I'm just going to throw this out there, an SLS camera on your phone. That works wonders.
I don't know what an SLS camera is.
It's look it up. It'll show you a figure of all the figures that are in the room together. If I was to point, like here, I'll turn it on real quick. SLS camera.
That's it. There it is.
SLS camera. I'll hand you the phone, and you can see it gives an outline. You should see the outline of Robbie, and then me. It's got the points of the hands and the head.
Right. That reminds me of Connects.
Yeah, right.
It's what they call a Connect camera.
Yeah.
And if there's something else in the room, it will pick that up, just like it would be picking up a regular human.
I'm going to play this real quick for everybody that wants to hear it. This
Okay.
is an honest to God captured EVP of I don't know what it is, but it was intelligent in that I asked it a very pointed question. Was that you that made the lights flicker? And the response that we got was, can you see me now? It's clear as day.
Can you make the lights flicker again?
I heard it. Did you hear it?
Was that you that made the light?
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. Can you see me?
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
I caught that at my ex-girlfriend's house.
Really?
Uh-huh. We sat down, we lit some white candles and just started talking with a
Mhm.
voice recorder going, and that's what I got.
That was off your phone.
Can you see me now?
And you can do the scanner like I got now. I have an actual Spirit box that plugs in, and I have a speaker that I hold, and it scans through these stations real fast, so I can get real time EVPs as I'm asking the questions. I get actual responses to the questions, which she saw it in person.
Mhm.
It actually spoke to her, and I
What did it
asked.
say?
Well, one was I said, Where are you right now? And it said next to her. Turn your chat on.
He was sitting next to me.
Sitting next to her. And he was saying all kinds of, we had a full conversation with a lady and a man that evening in the living room there at the house. And it was just all kind. Then they got in a fight. They got in an argument with each other while we just sat there and listened.
It was quite entertaining.
Yeah. She was jealous because he was looking at her and making comments. Because we had just got back on our first date, and we were dressed, pretty dressed up, and she's wearing a dress. And
You own dresses?
I do.
I've never seen you in a dress before.
I don't wear one very often.
Only when you get dressed up.
Only when I get dressed
Yeah.
up.
And I don't even know why I got it out, but we turned
Trying
the
to
scanner.
impress me.
It worked.
Of course.
And what did you know that it really did come through literally just like they were sitting there with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my my EMF meter, and I was holding it in my hand, and I would say, "Where are you standing?" And he would say, "Right next to you." And I'd say, "Okay." I'd hold my EMF meter in front of me, would do nothing, and I would turn just where he would be standing, and it'd be going off and just static on my arm. Then I'd move back, nothing. Move back, and then he would move, and he would tell me he's moving. So then I'd keep it there, and it would quit, and it would go over by her, and I'd walk over there, and it would be doing the same thing. That night, if I had a recorder to record the whole thing, it would have been
That would have been
awesome.
cool.
Do you ever wonder where this fascination comes from?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, her. Any of you.
Mine comes from the fear of that. It's just when I was younger, and I ran into it face to face, the fear of it.
Yeah.
And then the fear went away, and then the curiosity set in, and I've been just curious ever since. But it literally almost put me down. It was that scared.
Doesn't work the same way with snakes, huh?
I don't think he'll ever be curious about a snake.
No. But that's where it came from, and I was researching ever since. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like an obsession that I have to learn more. And that's why I started talking, so that I can get more responses, so that they can answer more of my questions about everything.
Right.
And plus, I told you when I was I can't really say that on the radio because people are going to think I'm a crate, that my cheese done slid off my cracker.
It has. It's okay if you let everybody know.
Well, when I was 3 years old, and I told you that story.
Which one?
When I was 3 years old, I had a
About the dream.
and it's not something that you dream when you're 3 years old, especially in that much detail. And I still remember it today. So, yeah, I still remember everything about it. And then I was watching YouTube last week, and it was talking about everything that when you're that young, you remember everything from
Right.
before. And these kids were on there and they were looking through pictures at a museum, and one kid looked up and said, "Hey, that's me." And it was a soldier that was killed in World War II. And he knew his name, his wife's name, his rank.
Yep.
He was 3 years
Everything.
old.
I've heard about stories like that where kids remember stuff from
The
you know,
past life.
early young kids remember stuff from.
But then
previous
it
life.
also raises a lot of questions. And it does for me of everything. And that's just something that we don't have enough time to get into right now. But it's just something that maybe we'll another show down the road, that it don't make me question faith by no means, because it just makes, there's a lot of stuff that I do question.
Give me an example.
Well, if we were reincarnated, do we, as a Christian, as faith-based, do we ask to come back? Or do we just have so much time in heaven before we restart, if that makes any sense?
I believe the soul is inexhaustible. And you come back here as many times as it takes to teach you to love. And when I say love, I'm talking about the kind of love you see in a dog.
Yes.
A pure, unconditional, non-judgmental love. I believe that we come back here as many times as it takes to learn that.
I ain't never leaving.
It's going to take some people a lot of trips.
I know.
That's on them, not you.
And see, I keep having that same feeling over and over that I just cannot measure up no matter what I do. And I have this feeling, and what's crazy is I know in my head, like what I'm doing, I'm out there singing for these people and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Last night was the first time I was sitting at there and I was at this concert and I'm listening to all these singers and I'm praying as I'm sitting there. It's so beautiful outside. I mean, I can't describe just the whole thing.
Mhm.
And I'm praying to myself, Lord, because I'm being so judgmental. That's no truth. Of everybody, I'm just being so judgmental. And I'm thinking, and I keep praying, Lord, give me the ears that you hear with. Just give me your ears to hear what you're hearing. Because these people are pouring their souls out, you know, and they're praising. And I'm not hearing the praise. I'm hearing what my ears are hearing. It's not right.
And what were you hearing?
Nails on a chalkboard. But it's not
all
about
of it.
me. It's not about them. It's about what we're singing for. And I have to have those ears to hear that. I'm so used to being in the limelight and the big music scene and all the
He's used to the bar scene.
yeah, and the good music and that when I hear not exactly what I was
You're
expecting,
used to. Mhm.
then it was a little different. It was off for me. Still had a great time. Met a lot of great people. I was out on a reservation, so it was a lot of Native Americans. Met a bunch of them. Really, really nice people.
I'm sure you were reserved the whole time.
Pretty much. If I hear another joke, I'm leaving.
No, that wasn't intended to be a joke.
But for real, yes, I was a little I can't say intimidated. It was awesome. It was cool.
Mhm. It's
It
a
was
new
just
experience for you to take in.
it just wasn't the music that I'm used to. And
And
then
you-
I had a guy, I walked up to him and introduced myself. I said, "Hi, I'm Jeff." He looks at me up and down. He goes, "Let me guess, you sing secular music?" And I was like, "A little bit." I had to run back down there by Robbie, look it up on the phone because I didn't know what secular means. He says,
Religious leaning.
"That's right. No religion."
Yeah.
And I was like, was that a hit? Was he taking a shot at me? I didn't know. But
Well, do you?
I do sing some secular music, yeah. I mean, I'm a country artist, of course. And I come from that background to this, and this is so different for me. So it's taking some getting used to.
Yeah. Well, there's a learning curve and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this. I mean, I've got to get used to it. It's totally different.
Get used to singing secular music?
No,
No. The
Get used to
non-secular.
what?
not being in the bar, not the bar scene.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
more laid back, relaxed,
Chilled out.
and people's actually listening to you. And
Mhm.
Or playing on their phone.
No.
Does
Not
it
out-
bother you as a musician when people come to your show and they're on their phone the whole time?
Not anymore.
No.
Mm-mm. You get so used to it. You get so used to being background noise that it's not even a big deal.
I'm already used to being background noise, and I'm not even a musician. Most people just tune me out when I start talking anyway.
Right.
because of all your jokes. It's
Part
like,
of it.
Okay.
Well, when
I can't help it if I'm pun stoppable.
Right.
like when I got off stage and I went backstage and was getting my stuff put up, and everybody was just over there talking to me, and it was different. It was like something you'd see on the Opry. It's really cool. And when you're up there singing, there's nobody out there drinking and trying to pick up girls and the stuff that you see in bars.
Right.
They're there to actually see you.
And that takes getting used to.
Yeah, because there wasn't very many people there.
What was the event?
It was just a
Just
gospel singing, what they call it.
What was it?
Just a gospel singing. That's what they call it.
there were several different people.
And you were invited, or you just showed up and started playing?
I was invited.
Okay.
Kind of kicked off a.
The hell was that?
That was my flip flop.
Robbie
Oh.
kicked something.
But it was so different, and there wasn't very many people. That being a Wednesday night, there was probably about 20, 30 people. Wasn't very crowded at all. But I was more nervous singing in front of those 30 people than I would be singing in front of 500.
Why?
That wasn't because they don't pay attention to you anyway. The 500, they're too busy there worrying about what they're drinking, looking at their phones. 90% of the time that you go out and you're up on that stage, you look out there, there's probably 5 people out of everybody in the bar that's paying attention to you. This is all you see nowadays. This is it. And both of them, because some of them are.
Yep.
While they're looking at their phone. Nobody can go out anywhere without this being in their face. Even a date. I see people on first dates.
Oh yeah.
That's their date. They could care less about
Who they're with.
or what she looks like, anything like that. And I get so irritated with myself because sometimes I get in the same deal where I get stuck playing a game on my phone.
I get stuck working,
Yeah.
dealing with customers.
Right. And I get irritated with myself. Like, I need to throw this phone in the lake.
I'll go get it.
I will too. And I'll tell her if we have a weekend off, I'm like, I'm turning my phone off. I don't need my phone because there's no reason why we need to sit there for a full day next to each other and don't say nothing. This is all we see. Hey, babe, you want some coffee? That'd be nice. You hungry? Yes.
Yeah, I could eat. You want fish? Sure.
Yeah, that's it. But I see it everywhere.
Yeah, I do too. But I
It's
rely.
going to be our downfall.
I rely pretty heavily on my phone, so I do spend a lot of time on my phone.
A lot of people do for business.
Yeah.
But I do it business and pleasure, and I just got in that rut.
That habit.
Mm-hmm. Everybody does. It's more important in relationships is what I see in my head that needs to be handled. But that's just me.
Has a nice ring to it. Yeah.
Okay, that'll do it for us. We're done. We're going home. We'll see y'all next week. We love y'all. Bye.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County.